$1 million a year business, dog napping. Bebe Emerman explains.
It was the 13th successful hijacking of a commercial airliner this year. Most of them blamed on homesick Cuban refugees. Terry Anzer has the story.
The efforts of the entire day have pointed to what is about to happen. Producer Tom Moo collects all the stories written to this point and puts them in order. Wes Sargentson and Monica Kaufman read through their scripts. And then director George Murphy makes his move to the control room.
Paul Miller is going to be up here, top of the show.
And then Wes and Monica make their move to the studio. And at 6 o'clock, ready or not, the newscast begins.
Key over camera 3, dissolve camera 3, ready camera 2, take 2, cue.
A television newscast is like the dog paddle, calm on the surface, but below kicking like crazy to stay afloat. While Wes and Monica are on the air, the editors are still working to finish up late stories, and sometimes it is a race with the clock to get the stories ready.
George, that floater that came in, that was really pre-31, and it was marked on the script for a Wes read. It's a Monica read.
Like pilots of an airliner, producer Moo and director Murphy are strapped in for the ride. And though there is a script to follow, it is constantly changing.
The script says it's 4B, but it's marked wrong. The yellow said 4B. It's really 4A.
Every change has to be passed on to the people who read the news, the anchors as they are called, Wes and Monica.
That page that came down, Falcon Flyer, that's a pre-31, and it's a Monica read, not a Wes read.
During the newscast, the anchors try to stay as loose as possible without losing their concentration. Sometimes the conversation after stories continues while the commercial is running.
Now here's a guy yesterday, or on Monday rather, that tries to jump over a fountain and daggone near kills himself for $350,000.
Back in the control room, Moo and Murphy can't afford to relax. There's just too much going on. Paul Miller has just finished his report from upstairs in the newsroom.
This week apparently agrees with the conclusions of this one.
Ready, put 5 in. Clear.
A little more than 10 minutes into the hour, up comes page 30, Bebe Emerman's dog napping story, a story that took her more than 2.5 hours to cover. The story runs 2 minutes and 19 seconds.
Or they sell the stolen dogs at out-of-state flea markets. No pun intended.
But even though dog napping is considered to be a felony, dog nappers are almost impossible to catch.
Both Moo and Murphy keep a close eye on time. The newscast cannot go 1 second more than an hour, or it will cut into the network newscast that follows.
We're running real tight as dead and we can't be fooling around.
After some early turbulence, this flight has smoothed out, as Johnny Beckman gives his weather forecast.
We're going to have generally cloudy skies and a chance for some showers the next couple of days. Our forecast for Atlanta and vicinity calls for tonight through Thursday and Friday to give us variable cloudiness and warm temperatures.
The studio crew shifts silently on command from the control room, and somehow the daily dog paddle is working once again. Monica and Wes wrap up the newscast.
And ABC World News Tonight is next with details of the assassination of the former Nicaraguan President Somoza.
From ABC, this is World News.
And it is over for another day. A satisfying day for most involved in this newscast, but one that was only typical in the realm of television news. It will be forgotten as the news staff starts all over again the next morning.